Now, views and reactions continue to come in following last week's meeting between government and top FIFA officials in Zurich. Now, the formation of a normalization committee to take over the running of football in the interim, which was one of the major highlights of the meeting, has generated lots of views. Now, former Ghana Football Association Executive Committee member Abbey wants the process of FIFA and CAF as well as government putting together the committee quickened.
I pray that the announcement of the Normalization Committee happens very, very soon. I mean, we've just been told that this is what is going to happen. But we need the formal announcement, which will then give us the terms of reference and the period of the mandate and all that. And then we know that work is going to start. We need to have the communication respect to the appointment of the Normalization Committee.
Okay.
That will come with the terms of reference. One of the first things they probably would think about is because the major leagues were midway, they would have to take a decision on whether we can continue. Everybody keeps talking about reforms. So this is the time for everybody. Government as a major stakeholder. This is the time that people who have studied the system, whether today or over the last 13 years, and have issues with it, this is the time to put your thoughts together on what you think we ought to do to reform the system. Mind you, everything you do must be in tandem with the statutes or articles of FIFA.
Well, so a former Ghana Football Association Executive Committee member Abbey, they're still on the Normalization Committee, and though some names have been thrown up in the media, former Black Stars goalkeeper Abubakar Damba wants men of integrity to be given a look.
It's not about who leads it, but it's about the mindset and the attitude to be astute and be very professional in your dealings. All inclusiveness. It is very, very important to get the, to tap from everywhere, the minds of everybody, their experiences, then we can drive the nation forward. But if one person thinks he knows it all, he can do what he wants, he can hire and can fire at will, I think it's not the best thing to do.
Problem.
Now we need to have a proper structure that everybody is under checks and balances, such that we, you and I, are all involved insofar as the development agenda of Ghana football is.
We're still talking about Ghana football reforms. A former board secretary of Accra Hearts of Oak, Ernest Thompson, has called for greater collaboration between clubs and government.
There's something peculiar about the Ministry of Sports. Unlike the other ministries which have some departments under them and units, the Ministry of Sports runs sports, and one key sport is football. But football belongs to clubs. They are not like departments and the rest under ministries. They put money in, some of them work on the ground. I know some of them from coast, the way they handled their players. So they are passionate about their clubs and passionate about their players. So if something has gone wrong, maybe rather unfortunately, I'll put it that way, because I don't belong to that group which prefers to enjoy when somebody has problems. That's not my training, right? But I think that we should all sit down. The ministry should sit down with the clubs. Whatever government wants to be done, that is our government. It might be hearing things more than we know. They should sit down with them and tell them, look, this is where we are. This is our concerns. Our concerns are with the executive committee that you have. Our concerns are with your referees and the rest. How are you going to solve it? So that we bring our heads together and solve it and then move ahead. The class should also listen. They should sit down with the government and let's find a way out. I think we got the brains in football to solve this particular issue. Because if you're going to start again, right, I've been thinking, are we going to write the regulations again? Are we going to write the articles again? So I think that what I'm saying is that let's sit down as a group and find a solution to it. You get me? We should listen to what government is saying. But government should tell us what its concerns are, right? But we should use the mechanism of the structures to effect the change. And it can be done.
All right, so Ernest Thompson, the former board secretary of Accra Heart of Folk, we're building up to the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament, which is 2 weeks away, and it's happening at the Lizzie Sports Complex. Team Joy, Team Multimedia, yes, Team Multimedia, we'll see how it will go for us. But in terms of participation for other teams, Team Emego is eager to impress at this year's competition.
The saying goes, history repeats itself. So we are just going to take over the whole competition and bring all the trophies back home again. And this year we have very quality players like Pogba, Abbey, and the rest. So we are very good to go down. That is for Pogba. Yes. And then Abbey. Abbey, raise your hand. Let him see you. Oh, yes. They are very quality and expensive players. They commit to quality, and so each and every time they make sure they train very well. And so we are training. We are still training. Tomorrow in the evening, we still have a training section. So we are really, really preparing. We are so poised for the action. And we are taking over the whole competition. Right from CEO kick, football, ladies, penalty shootout, and then the unisex kick. We are taking over everything.
So Team Emego ready for the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament happening on September 1 at the Lizzie Sports Complex. Team Multimedia also getting ready for that big outdoor event on September 1 at the Lizzie Sports Complex. More will come in our subsequent sports bulletins. So join us at 2 on Sports Today, our major sports bulletin on this platform. I'm Benedict Tusi. Thanks so much for your company.